Welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. Today we got a little bench press and some pull-up action. Got the bench press sped up here, but what I wanted to show was this is the first time I've added in any real volume in a few months here on bench press. This shoulder and bicep tendon have been bugging me. Since I started doing the dead hangs, the shoulder is starting to feel better. So I started at 182, got 8 reps, 212 for 5 reps, 220 here now at regular speed for 5 reps. Then we're going to hit singles, and then I work my way back down, hitting 220 for another 5, and then 212 for 5. Now I could definitely tell my work capacity is down on bench press. All I've been really doing is hitting a lot of singles. I'm trying to keep my strength up as much as possible while this shoulder was recovering. But the good news is the shoulder held up to this workout. Bicep tendon was a little bit sore by the end, but it was feeling fine again the next day. So now we're going to start adding in volume, build this work capacity back up, and then hopefully get this strength back up as well. So we did the singles at 251 pounds today. You can see the first few were a grind, but I felt like they got a little bit better, a little bit crisper as I went here. Probably the last 2 reps here are my best 2 reps. I think we got one more coming up here. Yeah, so that 6th rep was my smoothest rep out of all of them. Then we drop back down to 220 for another set of 5 here. Now obviously I would, like everything to be moving smoother and faster, more explosively, but we're in full rebuild mode now, so we'll just take the fact that we got some decent volume in for the day and look to build off of this workout next week. Now I am back into a full-on cut, 1 week down. I lost a couple pounds last week, 2.5 pounds. So, oh, hang on, watch for this. We get a little surprise at the end of this set. Had the fan sitting up on top of the squat rack, keeping me cool. Apparently I re-racked a little hard. The fan came down on me. All is good though. Yeah, so I'm into the 2nd week of the cut. 3 weeks more to go here, and then we'll see where we're at. But I do expect the pressing strength to probably come down a little bit. We'll just try to maintain strength pound for pound. But if I could still hit 275 pound single by the end of this cut, I will be thrilled with that in the mid kind of 170 pound body weight range. For now though, the main focus will be on building my work capacity on bench press. We are going to move speed day from Saturday to Monday. So Saturday is going to be a volume day with some singles. Monday we'll do the speed bench, flat bench, and some dumbbell work for shoulders. We definitely don't want to take the speed workout. We'll look to continue that during the cut and into the bulk. After all the pressing work was done, we moved on to speed work with pull-ups. So set of body weight just to get warmed up. Then on to 35 pounds. 10 sets of 35 pounds today, and then finished off with a bunch of sets of body weight to hit my 16 total sets of pull-up volume. So really happy with how the speed was on these today. Seems to be the way it goes. I start with 6 sets, and then every session I add 2 extra sets, so until I hit 16. And it seems to be right around that session when I'm hitting 10 sets where the speed starts to pick up a little bit. And then by the time I get to my 16 sets, it's moving the fastest, and then we up the weight and start back at 6 sets again. So this workout was officially the end of week 1, phase 2 of the bulk, down to 179.5 pounds. So if you see a few shots of me standing and posing, just checking out the physique, that's why. Just my weekly check-in to see where I'm at. So after the first phase of the cut, I was down to 180. Went to maintenance calories, jumped back up to 182. First week of the 2nd phase, dropped 2.5 pounds, so I'm 179.5. So we'll look to drop another 5 or 6 pounds over the next 3 weeks, and then we'll reevaluate whether we continue on for another week or 2 or we start bulking. Now all I got this workout, I missed recording the second half of it. Managed to hit a 352 pound dead hang, so that's just the weight hanging around my waist plus my body weight, 179.5 pounds. So that put me well over 500 pounds total for 15 seconds. So we'll try to build off that on Monday's workout. The goal over time is to push that up to a 30-second dead hang. And then I finished off just with some cable work, seated rows, seated high rows, low rows, and my shoulder circuit, rear delts, side delts, and some front raises with some Y raises. That was the workout for today. Stick around to watch the rest of the pull-ups. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.